Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Kristina's secret Jason request goes behind Sonny's back to get rid of Ava. General Hospital, GH, spoilers reveal that Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, will try to find some way forward after her devastating loss, and all the drama that's erupted with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaginos. Molly holds Kristina responsible for the loss of her daughter, so Kristina is struggling with some difficult emotions right now. There are a lot of things in Kristina's life that she can't fix, like bringing back the precious baby girl she intended to keep and raise herself. That would have caused another mess entirely considering Kristina was Molly and TJ Ashford's Tatchbello surrogate, but it doesn't matter now that the baby is deceased. Despite Molly's attempt to shift the blame on Kristina, we'll see Kristina continue to hold Ava Jerome, Maura West, at fault. Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, refused to kill Ava despite Kristina's plea, but that doesn't mean she'll let this go. During the week of August 26 to 30, Kristina will reach out to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, so there must be a good reason why. Jason will inevitably get some sort of request from a desperate Kristina, so this might have something to do with her desire for revenge. Could Kristina go behind Sonny's back and try to get Jason to eliminate Ava anyway? Kristina might work to convince Jason that it's the right call and insist Sonny doesn't need to spare her from guilt she'll never develop. Sonny doesn't want Kristina to have Ava's demise on her conscience once she gets on the other side of all this pain and anger. However, Kristina may argue that she's never going to feel bad about Ava's grim fate and push Jason to take her out before she does any more damage to the people they both care about. Of course, Jason would never go against Sonny's orders in such a reckless way. If Kristina indeed tries to order a hit on Ava behind Sonny's back, she won't get her wish granted. What will Kristina do as her rage toward Ava grows stronger? Kristina isn't guilty of attempted murder like John Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington would have everyone believe, but she might be guilty of it soon. We wouldn't put it past Kristina to plot Ava's grisly outcome herself, especially now that she probably feels like she has nothing to lose. Our GH predictions point to Kristina going off the rails and making some shocking decisions, so stick with us for updates on all the chaos to come. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny may have to clean up Kristina's mess sooner or later, so don't miss all the stunning news and heated confrontations. In the shadowy corners of Port Charles, where secrets simmer just beneath the surface, Kristina Corinthos Davis found herself teetering on the edge of a dangerous decision. The weight of it bore down on her as she paced her apartment, her mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. The world outside the window seemed oblivious to the storm raging inside her. Kristina had always been the fiery and rebellious one, but this was different. She was about to cross a line from which there might be no return. Kristina's relationship with her father, Sonny Corinthos, had always been complicated. She adored him, respected his power, but there was a darkness in his world that she had tried to keep at arm's length. The mob life, the violence, the endless cycle of retribution, it wasn't for her. But Ava Jerome, the woman who had wreaked havoc on her family, had forced Kristina's hand. Ava had always been a thorn in Sonny's side, a constant source of turmoil and danger. Despite all the times Sonny had tried to neutralize her, she always managed to slither back into their lives, bringing chaos with her. But this time, Kristina was determined to stop her once and for all. Ava had crossed too many lines, hurt too many people, and now Kristina wanted her gone, for good. As the night wore on, Kristina couldn't shake the feeling of urgency. She knew she couldn't go to her father with this. Sonny was too close to the situation, too emotionally involved. If Kristina even hinted at what she was planning, Sonny would shut it down. He might be ruthless, but he had his own code, and he would never allow Kristina to be dragged into his dark world. That's why Kristina had decided to take matters into her own hands. She needed someone who could get the job done, someone who could take care of Ava without leaving any loose ends. There was only one person she could trust with something this dangerous, Jason Morgan. Jason had been a fixture in her life for as long as she could remember. He was the enforcer, Sonny's right hand, the one who cleaned up messes no one else could. Kristina knew that if anyone could handle Ava, it was Jason. But going behind Sonny's back to ask Jason for help was risky. Sonny trusted Jason implicitly, but that trust could be shattered if Sonny found out what Kristina was planning. Kristina hesitated for just a moment, her hand hovering over her phone. Could she really do this? Could she drag Jason into her personal vendetta against Ava? But then the memories of everything Ava had done came rushing back. The lies, the manipulation, the pain she had caused Kristina's family. Ava had to be stopped, and Kristina was willing to do whatever it took to make that happen. With a deep breath, Kristina dialed Jason's number. It rang twice before he answered, his voice calm and steady as always. Kristina. Jason's tone was curious, but there was an edge of concern. She rarely called him directly. Jason, I need to talk to you, Kristina said, trying to keep her voice from trembling. But this has to stay between us. There was a long pause on the other end of the line, and Kristina could almost hear Jason weighing the situation in his mind. Finally, he spoke. Where are you? My apartment. Can you come over? I'll be there in 10 minutes, Jason replied, his voice giving nothing away. Kristina hung up the phone and exhaled slowly. The decision was made. There was no turning back now. When Jason arrived, Kristina wasted no time. She could tell by the look in his eyes that he already suspected something serious was going on. She motioned for him to sit down, and for a moment, they just stared at each other, the weight of what she was about to ask hanging heavily in the air. Kristina, what's going on? Jason asked finally, his voice low and measured. Kristina swallowed hard. I need your help, Jason. I need you to take care of someone for me. Jason's expression didn't change, but Kristina could see the slight narrowing of his eyes. What do you mean, take care of someone? Who are we talking about? Ava, Kristina said, her voice barely above a whisper. I need you to get rid of Ava. Jason's reaction was immediate. He leaned back in his chair, his eyes locked onto hers. Kristina, do you know what you're asking? I know exactly what I'm asking, Kristina replied, her voice stronger now. Ava has hurt my family too many times. She's dangerous, Jason. I can't let her keep doing this. She needs to be stopped, and I can't go to my father with this. He'll never let me do it. Jason was silent for a long moment, his eyes searching Kristina's face. He had seen this kind of desperation before, the kind that drove people to make choices they could never take back. But this was Kristina. He had watched her grow up, had protected her more times than he could count. And now she was asking him to do something that could destroy her, and possibly her relationship with Sonny. Kristina, Jason began carefully, I understand that you're angry, and I know Ava has done terrible things. But this isn't something you want to get involved in. Let me handle it, but not like this. No, Jason, Kristina insisted, her voice firm. This is my decision. Ava is a threat, and I need her gone. Please, Jason, I'm begging you. Jason's jaw clenched as he considered her words. He knew what Sonny would say if he found out. He knew the risks, the consequences, but he also knew Kristina. If he didn't help her, she might do something reckless, something that could put her in even more danger. All right, Jason finally said, his voice heavy with resignation. I'll take care of it. But you need to promise me something, Kristina. Anything, she whispered, relief washing over her. You need to stay out of it. Once I handle this, you walk away. You don't get involved, and you don't ask questions. Do you understand? Kristina nodded, tears brimming in her eyes. Thank you, Jason. I knew I could count on you. Jason stood up, his mind already working through the logistics of what he would have to do. This wasn't just about getting rid of Eva. It was about protecting Kristina from herself, from the darkness she was flirting with. As he walked to the door, Jason paused and turned back to Kristina. This ends tonight, Kristina. After this, you move on. No more getting involved in this kind of thing. Kristina nodded again, her heart pounding in her chest. I understand. But as Jason left her apartment, Kristina couldn't help but wonder if she had made the right choice. She had set something in motion that couldn't be undone, and now she had to live with the consequences. Ava Jerome had always been a master at surviving, but this time, Kristina was determined to make sure she didn't get another chance.